my brothers and I, we used to go to Sunday school. But even at that young age, I never liked going to church. So what we would do is my great-grandfather, my grandmother's father, and his wife, my great-grandmother, they lived across the street from the church. So in the morning when my mother would send us on a Sunday morning to go to church, I would take my brothers and we would run away to my great-grandfather's house. And when we get there, he would make us coffee, or he would get my great-grandmother to make us coffee. Then he would take out his Bible. And I get emotional thinking about him, because he was, in my eyes, a man's man. He even had that kind of deep voice. He commanded respect. When he spoke, people listened. Not because he was forceful, he just carried himself with the sense of identity, the sense of purpose, the sense of authority. And he would get out his Bible. He couldn't read or write. Then he would tell me to go to a certain passage, because he knew the Bible by heart. Go to a certain passage and read it, and then he would ask me, what do I understand about what I just read? And for me, even at that young age, I wasn't a Christian or anything, but that was so satisfying to me. For me, that was like going to a buffet and actually partaking in the meal. Whereas when I would go to church, I would feel like someone is force feeding me something. Or oftentimes I would feel like I'm sitting there and I'm watching other people eat. And I would walk out and feel just hungry, just unsatisfied, just searching for more, yearning for more. And I share this with you guys because this is the experience of many Christians. And when I speak about this, people think that I somehow got hurt in some church or something like that. That never happened to me. I wasn't one of those people that actually attended a church and someone embarrassed me, or I got abused by a pastor or stuff like that. Nothing like that. I was actually serving. I was active in my local congregation or my local church. I was active in ministry, and I still felt unsatisfied. I still felt unfulfilled. And I couldn't understand, because the thing we were calling Christian community was something else entirely. And my encouragement to someone listening, if you are listening and you think what I'm saying is nonsense or it doesn't apply to you, that's fine. But if you are listening and you have this kind of ache, this kind of yearning in your heart for something more, I'm here to assure you that you are not crazy. There is something more. There is a blueprint for true Christian community that is fulfilling, that honors God, and that satisfies the soul of the believer. And hopefully over the next few weeks, as we discover this, and I kind of lay this out in my podcast, and I'm going to do more and more videos. I'm going to go live on TikTok, because it's so important for believers to know this. Because it doesn't matter what we say, it doesn't matter how many services we have, how many events we have. People see through it. They look at us, they look at our lives, they look at the way we live. They see that we ourselves are not fulfilled by the truths that we proclaim. And that turns people away from Christ.